Middlesex completed their third win of this LV County Championship season, defeating Sussex in the final session of the match at Lord's by 10 wickets. Sussex started out on the final morning on 34 for 1, still needing 174 more runs to make Middlesex bat again, but Stephen Finn, hoping to be named in England's team this week, was soon causing trouble. While Chris Nash was lucky to get away with that inside edge, he didn't make the most of it, and next ball he was bowled to a delivery he possibly didn't pick up too well. Nash was out in the fourth over of the day, and in the eighth, Murray Goodwin also departed, edging Finn to Ollie Rayner to go for 5. It was just the start Middlesex needed, and indeed they were a long way towards victory by the time the lunch break arrived, in spite of a brief response from Joe Gatting and Michael Yardy, who took the total to 83. But 3 more wickets in the space of 9 overs took Middlesex to the break just where they wanted to be. Gatting was leg before to Gareth Berg, who'd replaced Finn at the pavilion end. Luke Wright edged the same bowler off the drive to Finn in the gully, and Yardy could hardly believe what he'd done when he pulled Toby Rowland-Jones straight to Owen Morgan at deep square leg to leave his side on 101 for 6 and in some serious trouble. Middlesex were on fire, and there were even a few words between Berg and Naved Arif after the batsman headed a bouncer. Sussex went to lunch on 104 for 6, only halfway to the total needed to avoid an innings defeat. Had Sam Robson been able to hold on to a tough chance in the gully off a Naved Arif cut, then the match would probably have been wrapped up before tea. As it was, Naved Arif and Ben Brown were able to fashion an important 63-run partnership, which also used up 25 overs of the day. For the second time in the match, Brown came to his side's rescue. In the first innings, he'd come in at 66 for 5 and scored 70. And this time, with his team really needing him again, he played some fine shots off the majority of the bowlers employed by Chris Rogers to give Sussex just a chance of saving this match and avoiding a second defeat in the space of the last week. But that chance diminished greatly when Naved Arif nicked Berg to David Malan, who took a superb catch. The batsman had survived for 103 minutes over his 15 runs. Brown then went to his second 50 of the match with a cover drive off Rayner. Now well set, the keeper batsman needed to stick it out with a tail to make life as difficult as he could do for the hosts. But instead he chose to play a reverse sweep off Rayner, only to glove his shot straight to Berg at slip to go for 53 at 170 for 8. A victory with a session to spare was now back on for Middlesex, but they were then made to wait 40 minutes for their next wicket as Steve McGoffin and James Anyon combined to ensure that not only did this match go beyond tea, but also that Middlesex would need to bat a second time. Rogers turned to Milan's leg spin straight after tea to break the partnership with the old ball, but when he dropped in short, McGoffin pulled him for a 6. Middlesex may just have been getting tense, but the second new ball was only 7 overs away. As it was, they didn't need it. McGoffin on 37 hit Milan to long on, and then Monty Panesar found Finn as he tried to hit out. Sussex were all out for 225 to give Middlesex a target of only 17 runs to win their third match at the home of cricket this year. They needed only 23 balls to do that as Yardy opened the bowling with Gatting, whose action is unusual. Both Robson and Rogers hit boundaries, and in 10 minutes the match was won by 10 wickets. That gave Middlesex their third win from 4 games at Lord's this summer, a ground they returned to on Tuesday for the visit of Somerset. That is now a big game between 3rd and 4th. Middlesex are in 4th, but the 23 points they took from this match means that they have now pulled 28 points clear of 5th place Lancashire and 29 ahead of Sussex, who collected only 4 points from their trip to London.